Okay, so dear students, now this is for time saving purpose. I have given this figure for you that this is the variation of energy. See, this is the relative energy. This is the relative energy, basically relative energy, right? We cannot say this is the absolute value of energy. This is a relative energy. So in this way, you can plot this graph in your notebook so that you can express the variation of energy with the dihedral angle. See, this is structure number 6 as per our notebook. This is structure number 1. This is structure number 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. And this is again 6. See, the energy of this molecule, structure number 3, which is known as anti-periplanar. So, in the relative energy, with respect to this conformer, we have taken here the lowest value. So, structure number 3 is the most stable, least energetic. 2 and 4 are mirror image. So both have same energy, anticlinal, or you can say partially clipped, and these two are Gooch forms, or synclinal, in which theta is 60 degree. They are less energetic, but not much less energetic than structure number 3, which is anti-periplanar. So the most stable conformer is anti-periplanar. After that, this Gauge conformation, then anticlinal, and least stable is fully eclipsed form. So all of you should draw this structure, this variation of energy graph with the dihedral angle. So you should draw the relative energy graph for different conformers, right? So this is the variation of energy in the conformers of N-butane, right? Okay. Now come to the conformers of cyclic structure, cyclic compounds, right? So conformers of cyclic structures. So every cyclic molecule possess three types of strain. Remember, every cyclic molecule are frequently strained frequently strained. Three types of strain. Three types of strain. Number 1, angle strain. Number 2, torsion strain, and steric strain. Steric strain are encountered. So we should know what is this. What are these strains? Angle strain and steric strain, torsion strain. What are these strains? At least we should know. See, number 1, angle strain or Bayes strain. Bayes strain. See, it arises when CCC bond angle deviated from 109 degree 28 minutes. Right. So any cyclic molecule suffered from angle strain whenever the bond angle CCC bond angle is deviated from the normal orientation 109 degree 28 minutes. For example, if we take cyclopropane, it is a planar structure. And the bond angle is 60 degree here. And since the carbon is sp3 hybridized, so what is the expected bond angle? The expected bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. Right? So how much deviation is there? So the angle strain, the normal bond angle is 109.5 degree minus, what is the bond angle here? 60 divided by 2. So there is a large angle strain is there in cyclopropane molecule, right? If you consider cyclobutane molecule, so in cyclobutane molecule is not perfectly planar, and the bond angle is observed is little bit away from 90 degree. It is 88 degree precisely, I am telling you. And the structure of let the 3 carbons are in the same plane, so the 4th carbon is 21 degree away from the that 3 carbon plane. So the internal bond angle is so this is non-planar. So angle strain in this is 109.5 minus 88 whole divided by 2. So in this way you can calculate the angle strain. Similarly, cyclopentane molecule is also not completely planar. In fact, it is enveloped 4 carbon atoms lies on one plane and one is away. So this is open envelope structure. This is partially planar, you can say. 4 carbon are planar. 1 carbon is away from the 4 carbon. So the angle strain is equal to 109.5 minus 108 by 2. So the minimum strain Among these three, the minimum strain you have in the cyclopentane ring. So cyclopentane ring has least strain among cyclopropane, cyclobutane, and cyclohexane. Frequently, we draw this type of structure: cyclopropane, cyclobutane like this, and cyclopentane like this. This is our usual habit that we are drawing this, but this is not the correct. But okay, no problem. This is the order of angle strain, right? Second one is the torsion strain. So as we are discussed earlier, torsion strain, many times we have encountered with this word torsion. So torsion strain, suppose that we have a structure like this, CH2, X and Y, and so there is a dihedral angle. So what is the angle? The angle between XCC angle between XCC and CCY. CCY plane is called dihedral angle. And when this dihedral angle is less than 60 degree, molecule experience the torsion strain. And it is maximum when dihedral angle is equal to 0. So cyclic molecules, in all cyclic molecules, these two strains are very common. The third one is, which is known as steric strain. Third one is steric strain. Basically, it depends on the size of the substituents which are present. So suppose that I have taken the same example, CH2X and CH2Y. So see, these two have their own van der Waals radii. Let the distance between these two is r. So whenever the distance r is smaller than the van der Waals r van der Waals of X plus r van der Waals of Y. R van der Waals of Y. What does it mean? Means whenever the distance between two neighboring groups, non-bonded groups, is smaller than the sum of their van der Waals radii. Means when the distance between two adjacent non-bonded groups is smaller than is smaller than the sum of van der Waals radii, the molecule have steric strain, right? Then the molecule have steric strain. So basically, steric strain is offered due to the substituents present in the cyclic structure. So it may or may not be present. It may not be present always in the molecule, but two strains are always there in cyclic structure. One is angle strain and other is steric strain. Other is torsion strain, right? So if you see the cyclic structures, cyclopropane. So cyclopropane molecule, I have already told you, but again, cyclopropane, planar structure. What are the strains? Angle strain and torsion strain. And in this, all carbon hydrogen bonds are eclipsed. All carbon hydrogen bonds are eclipsed. So this is the cyclopropane. Similarly, in cyclobutane, I have already told you which type of strain is there. Cyclobutane molecule suffers angle strain. This is non-planar. Two strains, angle as well as torsion. And angle, how much angle strain is there? I have already given you. And one exception is there, that 1,3 substituted trans isomers are usually planar. So in cyclobutane, when you take 1,3 disubstituted, then they are planar. Similarly, cyclopentane, open envelope structure. And these four are on the plane. This is again not completely planar, not completely planar. Part of molecule is planar, right? And this angle strain is there, as well as torsion strain is there. Again, I am repeating this point. Molecule may suffer steric strain, but that is due to the substituents, not due to the internal carbon-carbon bond angle or carbon-hydrogen bond angle. Now come to the most important cyclic structure, that is cyclohexane. This is widely cyclohexane. See, cyclohexane molecule, it exists in two conformations, two conformations, conformations in which CCC bond angle is 109 degree 28 minute. What does it mean? It means the torsion strain, it means the angle strain is zero, right? Torsion strain may or may not be present. That depends on case to case. Why? Because the normal cyclohexane molecule, this is sp3 hybridized. So if it is sp3 hybridized, so definitely 109 degree 28 minute. And here the experimental value is also 109 degree 28 minutes. So the angle strain is zero. So what are these two major conformational structures? One is chair form. The two conformers are chair and boat form, in which angle strain zero. See, angle strain zero. Chair form, basically, this is the staggered form. Staggered form means dihedral angle is equal to 60 degree. Means torsion strain in this also zero. So in chair form, torsion strain also zero. But what about in boat form? In boat form represents the eclipsed form with dihedral angle 0 degree, means the torsion strain is maximum, right? So suppose that the question is asked that which conformer of cyclohexane is more stable. So on the basis of strain, you can straightforward answer that okay, chair form is more stable because it it is without angle strain as well as without steric strain, right? So how these chair and boat forms are drawn? See, in chair form, you can assume that the four carbon atoms four carbon atoms are in the plane, right? Like this. And one carbon atom is above plane here and one is below. So you can draw the structure like this. So this is the representation of chair form. And this is again the four carbons are in the plane and these two are like this. And they are readily interconverted into each other. This is called chair form, and this is called both form. This is staggered, this is eclipsed. Angle strain 0, torsion strain 0. Angle strain 0, torsion strain maximum. So this is eclipsed and this is staggered, right? See, in these two structures, each carbon has two types of bonds. Suppose that this perpendicular axis we are passing, which is passed through the center of the molecule, like this, and any bond which is perpendicular to this axis, either above or below. Any bond which is perpendicular to this imaginary axis is said to be axial bond, and any bond which is not parallel to this axis is said to be equatorial. So two types of bonds are there. Two types of bonds are there. Axial bonds are parallel to the axis shown above, and equatorial bonds are not parallel to the axis shown above, right? So in cyclohexane, we have two kinds of bonds. One is axial and the other one is equatorial. Axial bonds are parallel to axis, and equatorial bonds are not parallel to the axis, right? Now see, we can draw the chair form, chair staggered form, and chair and boat eclipse form. And see, the chair is also flexible. So we can write here that cyclohexane have restricted rotation. Cyclohexane have cyclohexane or cyclic molecules have restricted rotation, but due to carbon-carbon sigma bond, they also show free rotation. They also show free rotation to some extent. So this rotation causes the flipping of ring. So ring flip-flap, how this ring flip and flap. See, as I have told you that this 4 carbon like this, So in the flipping of ring, this side go up and this side go down. So like this, right? So this is called flip flap of the ring. What the changes taking place? This flip and flap. See, if this is axial bond, this is axial bond, this is axial, this is axial, this is axial, and this is axial. Remember, every axial bond is what? Alternate. So, and this is carbon number 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So, when this carbon number 1 goes down, this is 1, and this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. So, all the axial bonds becomes equatorial. Now this, 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 this. And whatsoever equatorial bonds are there, like this, like this, like this, they becomes axial. So this green color, axial, and pink color, equatorial, like this. So with the ring flip flap, axial bond goes to equatorial, equatorial, and equatorial goes to axial. So this change is taking place during the flip flap of the ring. And if all the substituents are similar, all are equivalent, then both have same energy. And if substituents are different, then both the conformers may have different energy. So if substituents are not same, then they have different energy, and if substituents are same, then they have the same energy. And one more thing you have to consider here. In both form, one more interaction is there, that these two hydrogens in both form, they are said to be flat pole hydrogen. Flat pole hydrogen. And this kind of flat pole is also missing here. So one more interaction is there. There is one more repulsion is there. That is repulsion between flat pole hydrogen, right? So there are there are two repulsions. One is flat pole repulsion, and the other one is the torsion strain. That's why boat form is less stable than chair form. But in chair form, there is no flat pole repulsion. See, chair and boat forms are interconverted into each other. You know, chair and boat form are interconverted. Chair form and boat form, they are interconverted into each other. So chair form goes down to half chair, half chair, half chair converted into twist boat, twist boat, and twist boat is converted into boat, boat, again twist boat, then half chair, and then chair. See, I have incorrectly drawn here. This is chair, this is also chair, but so chair to chair interconversion is going through this way. What chair converted into half chair, twist boat, then boat, then twist boat, and then half chair, and then chair. So how energy is varying here? The energy changes. Half chair, maximum energy. Half chair, maximum energy. After that, boat. After that, twist boat, and then chair. So this is the order of energy. Half chair, maximum energy, then boat, and then twist boat. So the stability order is chair, then twist boat, then boat, then half chair. So remember, the most unstable conformer of cyclohexane is half chair, not boat. Remember this. That's why I have given this diagram. So chair to chair interconversion, or you can say ring flip flap, is taking place via this this way of conformation, right? So this is your conformation in cyclic system. Okay, so this is all about conformation and conformational analysis of simple cyclic molecules and in acyclic molecules.